You have to look into this, Mr. Chairman, because kung 20% yung ibinenta sa tao, prepared, non-voting, 40% is owned by China Grid Corporation. Yung 60% owned by the Filipinos, magiging 40% na lang yun. So yung 20% prepared, non-voting. So sino na ngayon ang magdidesisyon? Equal na ang China saka yung 40%. Mayroong din implication sa national security to. Kasi nga, yung binenta nila, non-voting, prepared. Binili na sa NGCP yung 20%. Eh, ang breakdown niyan, 40% owned by China Grid Corporation and 60% owned by Filipinos. Binenta mo ngayon yung 20% sa public. Pero, prepared lang siya. Hindi siya common share. So, mawawala na ng voting power yung mga Pilipinos. Have you seen the implication of this backdoor that they have done? Mayroon pong may national security content. That's the reason why I wanted that this corporation be invited in the next hearing. PCD Nominee Corporation, non-Filipino. They owned 7.43%, which will be added
to the 40.
Hindi ko alam, baka mamaya yung China Grid Corporation din ang kumuha nito. Eh di majority na sila. Sa panagbotohan, China na masusunod, hindi na po tayo. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chairman, even before, China naman ang nasunod di ba? Si Mr. Wenbo, Chief Technical Officer, is the approving authority for such hiring. Siya nag-hire Chinese. Hindi pa nga nabibili ang share ng mga foreigners, sila na nagdidesisyon. What more, pag sila na may-ari ng mga shares.
Sobrang nakakagulat na balita. Grabe, Quadcom nagalit na. Galit na galit, gustong palayasin na ang China. Nagulat si Duterte sa Quadcom. Ayon sa nakalap nating impormasyon, dating pinagtanggol ni Digong, perwisyong mga inchik ngayon. Bistadong binenta sa China ang NGCP ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Nangunguna pa pala sila sa pagtataas dito ng kuryente. Quadcom galit na galit. Ginulat nila si Duterte, gustong palayasin na ang China. Tara panoorin natin.
Alam mo, Mr. Chairman, ang sinasabi po ng batas natin sa Republic Act 9511, Section 8, dapat yung at least 20% ng NGCP are being open or offer to the public. Pero, Mr. Chairman, I have so many questions about this issue wherein indeed the NGCP offered to the public its 20% share in accordance with the provision of Section 8 of Republic Act 9511. Mr. Chairman, we all know that ang breakdown ng ating pong NGCP, 40% yan is owned by the China Grid Corporation and 30% is owned by Monte Oro Grid Corporation and 30% is owned by the Kalaka. The NGCP applied, kasi sabi ng batas 10 years 10 years kailangan bago mag-expired. Nagsimula sila ng 2009, January. Dapat nung January 15, 2019, dapat nakapag-offer na sila sa public nung share na sinabi ng batas 20%. Pero, Mr. Chairman, sa nabasa ko sa website, na nakuha ko sa ERC, and try to find out sa website ng NGCP, yung public offering, wala po ako nakita, kundi ang nakita ko is share swap. Ano ba yung share swap? Ang share swap, ang nag-uusap, yung yung mga kumpanya na listed sa Philippine Stock Exchange, at sila nag-uusap para makakapag-comply doon sa sinasabi nating requirements ng Section 8 ng Republic Act 9511. But there is a legal question in here, because hindi po nagkaroon ng tunay na public offering.
Correct.
In accordance with Section 8 of Republic Act 9511, kundi nagkaroon ng private transaction between NGCP and the Synergy Grid Corporation, which is still owned by those people who owned NGCP. At, Mr. Chairman, I have found out, no, na ito pong 60% na pag-aari po ng NGCP, no, dalawang kumpanya may-ari niyan, yung pong Monte Oro, which is owned by the One Taipan Holding Corporation, which is owned by Henry C. and Robert Coyuto, at doon sa Kalaka naman, na siya may-ari doon sa NGCP, owned by the Pacific 21, which is 100% owned by the SGP. Now, Mr. Chairman, having said that, sila may-ari ng 60% ng NGCP, nag-offer sila sa public. Pero ang bumili, Synergy, na sila yung may-ari. Now, ang tanong, ERC. I know hindi mo pa panahon to. Ang desisyon na to ay nabasa ko na ang desisyon. About last night when I was reading this decision that was dissented by Commissioner Maceda, no, and approved by the majority, no, ay instead of relying on the final order ordering the NGCP to proceed with the IPO within 6 months, kasi nag-motion for reconsideration pa sila doon eh. Now, ang tanong ko sa iyo, Mona, have you encountered this issue even though na hindi pa ikaw ang chairperson during that time? Can you
Chair
kindly
Di Malanta,
explore on this issue?
Please reply. I think what he's talking about, it's clear. The obligation to sell off a portion of the shares, and the Honorable Fernandez is now saying that it was not done in accordance with what the law requires. Please reply.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I encountered it when we started talking about the reset, Mr. Chair, because
Yes.
part of the reset is to review the compliance of NGCP with all its obligations, and that's when I was advised that I think in 2021, I'm just trying to get the exact dates po, Mr. Chair. In 2021, the ERC allowed or accepted the share swap as an indirect compliance with the public offering requirement in Section 8 of the franchise of NGCP. So I did ask whether this is already in compliance, because the law requires a listing of its shares, of NGCP shares, but this one is complying with it indirectly with the listing of Synergy. Synergy po yung listed company. So, but I understand that the ERC allowed it back in 2021. Di ko lang po alam yung
When you say they allowed it, in what form did they allow it? Was there a resolution? Was there a...
There was a compliance filed by NGCP and there was an issuance. I'm just not sure if it's an order or decision.
But in your opinion, you're a respected lawyer, a distinguished lawyer, a practicing lawyer. Is that in compliance?
I have my questions po, because the franchise is clear when it says its shares, meaning the franchise holder shares, and these are not the shares of NGCP itself that were listed.
But shares of
the parent that are listed. So,
which is in violation.
Which does not comply with listing of its shares. But this is a requirement under their franchise, so I defer this to the
That's something that we will take, we will have to study, no? And NGCP, are you compliant
Yes, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Chair Mona, for mentioning Section 8 of our franchise. But I draw everyone's attention po to the second part of that provision that clearly states that, and I quote, provided that the listing in the PSE of any company which directly or indirectly owns or controls at least 30% of the outstanding shares of stock of the grantee shall be considered full compliance. So because there was a follow-on offering of SGP, which owns part of NGCP, that is compliant po under 9511. I understand that what you are quoting, that's the first part, but that's the general rule. But there is an option for an indirect listing, which we did, I think, in 2022 or thereabouts, after seeking approval to ensure that the company that does the follow-on offering will comply with the 30% requirement under Section 8. So just a clarification, Mr. Chair. Thank you po.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
We take note of that, and maybe in the subject, in the amendments in the future, that's something that we should look at, because I think it's only NGCP that has that provision.
Yes,
thank you very much. Yes,
Mr. Chair, I believe on what Attorney Cynthia were mentioning a while ago, that that is provided under the law, Section 8 of the Republic Act 9511. But you deceived the ARC precisely when you applied for IPO sa ERC. You never mentioned about the share swap. Have you mentioned the share swap prior to the motion for clarification? Prior to motion for clarification that was applied by the NGCP. Have you mentioned the share swap?
Yeah. Mr.
Yes,
Please answer that.
Yes or no muna?
No.
It cannot be answered po by a yes or no.
Para po tayo
Because
klaro.
the shares...
No, wait. Attorney Cynthia, ang tinatanong ko, prior to the application of motion for clarification of the final order that was made by the ERC on the list of IPO within 6 months, did you mention the share swap?
I cannot answer, Mr. Chair, because I don't know what the motion for clarification
is. You did
is.
not.
And if I may explain, Mr. Chair, the share swap was to ensure the 30% compliance. Because had we not done the share swap, then SGP may not make that 30% compliance requirement.
Yes.
Now, after po the share swap, yung SGP po, ang follow-on offering, there was no IPO, it was a follow-on offering. And because of the share swap with SGP, naging compliant ngayon po yung follow-on offering with Section 8. Without the share swap, hindi po magiging compliant.
Yes, wait, Attorney Cynthia. Yung share swap na sinasabi natin dito, who owns the SGP na nakabili doon sa NGCP na 60% owned by Monte Oro and Calaca?
SGP is owned po, SGP owns part of NGCP.
Sino nga may-ari?
Now, yung structuring
Sino nga
po,
may-ari
if
ng
I may,
NGCP? Ng SGP? Ng Synergy? Sino?
I will get back to you on that. I don't have the documents on that, Mr. Chair.
Hindi nyo alam taga-NGCP kayo? Sino
NGCP po, we're talking about SGP. I'm not part of SGP po.
Ng Synergy?
Again, I don't have the documents with me, Mr. Chair,
alam?
but we will...
Hindi
po
mo
ako
alam?
taga-SGP po.
Hindi mo alam
NGCP
na
po
may-ari
ako.
ng 38.94% is
I don't have the documents, Mr. Chair, right
Na-post mo?
now. I cannot confirm that
Ito,
because
papakonfirm ko sa'yo. Pakita
then
natin.
we would be
Pakikita ko
okay
sa'yo
po
para
with
malaman mo na
if we have
post mo may-ari.
copies of that.
Na nakabili ng share ng NGCP ay kayo din mismo.
Again, yun naman po ay
Show the-
follow-on offering. Even though po ang may-ari ng SGP, that was offered to the public.
38.94% owned by Henry C. Jr. 38.94% is owned by Robert Coyuto. That is 77.88% owned by them na binili ang NGCP. PCD Nominee Corporation, 13.32%. PCD Nominee Corporation, non-Filipino, 7.43%. 77.88% plus 20.75%, that is 98.63%. In other words, In other words, kayo ang bumili sa NGCP. At ang natira para sa taong bayan is 1.37%, which is in violation of Section 8 of Republic Act 9511. That I want you to know, na ang nakabili ng share na dapat ay sa public ay ang boss mo mismo.
Mr. Chair, the requirement is for a public offering, and that was done. Now, we cannot, if whoever purchases from the open market, that's a market.
Is it moral?
Again, Mr. Chair.
I'm asking you, it is moral to buy your own? Ikaw bibili. Kaya ang ginawa ninyo hindi nyo nga sinabi yung share swap doon sa discussion ng ERC Ang ginawa ninyo, nag-motion kayo for clarification, clarifying the decision of the final order to proceed with the IPO within 6 months. You deceive, as a matter of fact. Si Mr. Francisco, yung inyong consultant who testified in the ERC, even manifested that you have an ongoing discussion starting no November 2019. Pinag-uusapan nyo na po yung IPO. But then suddenly, sa motion for clarification, na instead, nasundin nyo yung final order, you have injected a amendment on the decision of the motion for reconsideration. Mr. Chairman, I think nakikita po natin dito that they abuse the power that was given to them. The franchise that we have given to NGCB was really abused by them. Isa pa lamang to, Mr. Chairman. And for that, Mr. Chairman, this representation wanted to invite yung mga may-ari nung nakabili nung share ng NGCP. Dito si Henry C. Jr., imbitahan po natin si Mr. Robert Cuyuto, at imbitahan din natin itong PCD Nominee Corporation na Pilipino at PCD Nominee Corporation non-Pilipino dahil sila po ay nagko-comprise ng 98% ownership na instead na public ang nakinabang, taong bayan, because very essence of putting the public utilities sa IPO, sa public offering, because ito po entails economic development. It entails transparency and efficiency of the public utilities. Ang mga water concessionaire natin, binigyan po natin sila ng concession dahil yun po ang ating intention na maging transparent at ma-involve ang ating pong mga kababayan. Unfortunately, ang ginawa po ng NGCP, yung kanilang supposedly compliance with Section 8 of Republic Act 9511, nakbackdoor sila. Na imbis na ibenta sa taong bayan, sila mismo ang bumili, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Honorable
I have another one issue, Mr. Chairman.
We will ask them. We will give you ample rest, okay, to be able to get your third point across.
Mr. Chair.
For NGCP, I think I'm sure you have an answer to that, no? But you just have to raise it, yes, in paper. I think it's very clear that I think the point of the Honorable Dan Fernandez is that to the public. So a question, and it's 20% of the entire pie, not only 20% of a portion of. So now I think he's now saying that that was not done. Now, ergo, it has violated the very essence of this franchise granted to you by Congress. The Honorable Deputy Speaker, J.J. Swan.
Is so that the public will have a chance to have ownership and say over a public utility. Yun yung intention nung Section 8 na yon. Kasi taong bayan makikinabang, taong bayan magbabayad, so dapat maski papano may boses. Ayon sa sinabi ni Congressman Dan Fernandez, yung public offering po ng NGCP, sila din po ang bumili sa sarili nilang shares. So that in itself is a violation of the intent of Section 8. Now, question, NGCP. Ma'am, question lang po dito sa SGP. So, you mentioned earlier that you complied because SGP bought into NGCP. Is this correct?
Mr. Chair, we just reserve the right po to answer the questions of the committee in a position paper po.
No, but you mentioned earlier that you felt that you were compliant because SGP bought the public offerings, no?
Sorry. Mr. Chair, our previous statements, we will all summarize in a position paper na lang for clarity po.
Can I just ask, does SGP, does it have voting authority?
Mr. Chair, so that we can answer intelligently and with completeness, we will take note of all the questions of the committee and submit answers to the same in a position paper po.
So we don't know whether or not SGP has voting authority?
If you're going to make that position for every question that's going to be asked of you, then how do we proceed?
Mr. Chair, our understanding was that this was a La Nina briefing. Had we known that these things would have been taken up, then we would have better prepared. But these are matters that we can thresh out fully if given the proper time.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I think we're still in line with the briefing because, remember, we're talking about performance.
Correct.
And how NGCP addresses performance. And NGCP, the very basis of your performance is your franchise.
But
So,
sorry.
there is nothing wrong if we look into your performance because the very bedrock of your performance is the franchise that has been awarded to you by government. Now, if we see that you are not performing well and are deficient in a lot of areas, there's nothing wrong to look and to revisit your franchise because that's the very basis why you're operating. Now, if you feel that we are in violation or whatever, do we have quorum, Mr. Chair?
Yes, we do.
Why?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. But I just would like to make this clear. This is a continuance, and being that we are now still in line because that was the problem of the last hearing. We had to summarize it, and it all boils down to the transmission lines. And that's why everything is being asked here is still in connection with. Ang problema lang po, ma'am, nagsasanga eh. No? May mga pumapasok because of your answers, sumasanga rin yung tanong, no? But I think it's still okay. The questions like, are you ready? Can you do it?
Yeah.
Because now they're saying that there are problems and they're now of the position that we may not be ready for problems like this in the future. Parang, that's, so because of the answers, nagsasanga ho yung tanong.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, we recognize, of course, the powers of the committee to look into the performance of NGCP. However, these are details that we are not prepared with today because we were looking more into operational. We are not refusing to answer any of the questions po, but we are saying that the detail at which we're making the discussion, we cannot match the preparedness of Congressman Dan Fernandez and Congressman JJ Suarez. So again, if we will be more than happy po to address these questions, but we request that we be given time to give an intelligent answer because we all want the public to understand the situation, and NGCP, of course, is more than willing for the sake of transparency po.
Okay, thank
Mr. Chair.
you very much. We take note of that,
Mr. Chair.
NGCP. Before I continue, the Chair recognizes the Honorable Jude Asidre of Tingog, Sunny Lagon of Ako Bisaya, and Daphne Lagon of the 6th District of Cebu. So we have a lot of members in Zoom right now. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, I just would like to put forward the motion.
Yeah. Yes, may I know what the motion is? Yes.
Given that we are touching on sections and articles of the franchise being enjoyed by NGCP, I therefore move that the next committee hearing of the Committee on Franchise, we do a thorough review and we do a thorough analysis of the performance of NGCP with respect to its franchise. So moved, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion
Second motion, Mr.
by the
Chair.
Deputy Speaker, J.J. Suarez, duly seconded by the Honorable Dan Fernandez. Are there any objections? The Chair hearing no objections, the motion is hereby approved. Proceed. Any questions? Honorable Dan Fernandez, you have the floor.
To answer the query of DS J.J. Suarez, kung ano yung category ng SGP shares, dito sa decision ng ERC number 2018-014 MC ay nakalagay po dito, SGP only subscribe non-voting preferred shares on NGCP. So meaning, ano bang ibig sabihin ng preferred shares? So wala silang voting capacity. Diba? Wala silang voting capacity. You have to look into this, Mr. Chairman, because kung 20% yung ibinenta sa tao, preferred, non-voting, 40% is owned by China, Grid Corporation. Yung 60% owned by the Filipinos, magiging 40% na lang yan. So yung 20% preferred, non-voting. So sino na ngayon ang magdidesisyon? Equal na ang China. Saka yung 40% ng nila Henry C.
Can you please repeat? You're now saying that...
What I'm trying to imply here, Mr. Chairman, mayroong din implication sa national security to. Kasi nga, yung binenta nila, non-voting, prepared. Binili na sa NGCP yung 20%. Ang breakdown niyan, 40% owned by China Grid Corporation and 60% owned by Filipinos. Binenta mo ngayon yung 20% sa public. Pero, prepared lang siya. Hindi siya common share. So, mawawala na ng voting power yung mga Pilipinos. Have you seen the implication of this backdoor that they have done? Mayroon pong may national security content. And we have to be wary about this. I don't know. But that is my understanding. It is a decision that I've gotten last night from the website of the ARC.
Congressman Dan, just for clarification, kasi sa dami yun yung present, 40% ang foreign.
Yes,
alam natin.
China Grid Corporation.
Now, because of these share swaps, posible ba na lumagpas na ng 40% ang foreign?
Well, you'll never know. Oh, may foreign nominee. Makikita mo, Mr. Chairman, may PCD nominee corporation, 13.32, may 7.43%. And that's the reason why I wanted that this corporation be invited in the next hearing. PCD nominee corporation, non-Filipino. They owned 7.43%, which will be added
to the 40.
Hindi ko alam, baka mamaya yung China Grid Corporation din ang kumuha nito. Di majority na sila. Sa panagbotohan, China na masusunod, hindi na po tayo. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chairman, even before, China naman ang nasunod Di ba? Alam naman natin, si Wenbo ang pumirma doon sa mga we have the investigation that we have conducted.
Anyway, we'll go on sa detalye. Can you stay on track with your questioning on the shares?
What I'm trying to point out, Mr. Chairman, even before, doon po sa kanilang operation, management of the grid, ayan si Mr. Liu Shangqiang, yung Assistant Chief Technical Officer, siya pumipirma. Management sila. Even si Lee Sinhua, Chairman of the Board of Audit Committee, approving authority, si Anthony Almeida, witness nga lang Si Mr. Wenbo, Chief Technical Officer, is the approving authority for such hiring. Siya nag-hire, Chinese. Hindi pa nga nabibili ang share ng mga foreigners, sila na nagdidesisyon. What more, pag sila na may-ari ng mga shares.
Ngayon, ikaw, bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento sa ibaba. at atin pong babasahin isa-isa.